graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Hi, Philly freaks. What's going on? How you all doing? What is good? Happy Saturday. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. What's up, everybody? What's good, man? It feels so nice to be back on here. What is up, Katie? What's up, the dude? The dude is here. Shout out to the dude. Shout out to Grace. Shout out to everybody that's over here. Ladybug. What's up, Ladybug? How you doing? I love that. What is going on? Who else is on here? Katie. I said hi to Katie. I said hi to David. There's David. What's going on, man? And KGB, of course, as well. All on here. This is awesome. Very, very cool. Wow, great. What you guys do for Thanksgiving? Let me know down below. So there's a couple of things that I wanted to get into before I talk about analysis for tonight's game. So I, of course, asked the poll question. Look, okay, so as I'm getting back into doing more content again, you know, I've been really slacking. I have. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Let me phrase back on that. I'm not going to get distracted by chat. I took a week off because I needed to, hit the reset button, and I needed to start focusing on myself and just take a little bit of time off stream. So we took a week off. We feel really, really good. And as I'm getting back into the groove of things, right, because basketball and in the wintertime, it's not as demanding as springtime, of course, because baseball's every single day. But I have come to the realization that, it's that, like, how do I put this? I want us to try. I love, like, what I'm building on here. I really do. And you guys absolutely make this whole thing so worth it. And I have so much fun on here. But I feel like I owe it to you guys to try to continue to make the content better. And I think that there have been areas that I haven't really been focusing on as much that I'd sort of like to try to focus on more now, if that makes any sort of sense. So that means posting more on social media, doing more with my members, all those other things. And I think that now's the time to really start experimenting with that. And I also just had the idea, because I've been looking into the content creation for other areas like gaming and other sort of niches and whatever. And I think it would be like really, really cool to try to get some people on the show, maybe at halftime, And I'm not just, like, talking about podcasters. Of course, like, if I ever needed to, like, go to somebody, like, I'm sure that I could, try to get RB to come on sometime, maybe during a halftime show. I don't know. Even if it's not during Sixers season, like, I could totally get him to come on during baseball season and have him come on for an inning or so. But I want to start reaching out to people, and I put together a list of other people that I feel like would be really, really cool to sort of come on here and have a conversation with for like 10 minutes or so, during halftime. And if I can't get them on for a halftime show, then maybe I get them on for an extra podcast or whatever the case is. So I say all of this because I want to hear, if you want to comment down below, like, what guests you think would be really, really cool for the show. It doesn't even have to be podcasters out there. I want to try to like reach out to players. I want to reach out to like former players. You know, during baseball season, I would love to get like, I have a list of people. Like I'd love to get Jimmy Rollins on here. I'd love to like try to get like Ryan Howard on here, or like other people, you know, or like Ruben Amaro, or just like other analysts, or like whatever the case is. But for now, like during Sixers season, like if you guys have any sort of ideas as to like who you would want to come on here, please comment down below and please let me know, because I want to make this more worth it for you guys. And I also just think it would be really, really cool to sort of expand outside the box a little bit and try to, you know, continue to just grow our audience even more. And that's a part of what I want to try to do, you know. And I think that it would be really worth it for you guys, and I think that that would be like so cool. I don't really see a lot of like Sixers or other like content creators that are out there that, you know, have guests on like during halftime shows or like whatever the case is, and I'd like to try that and see how that works, you know. So I think that that would be really cool, and I'm looking for ideas. I have a list of people. I don't want to tell everybody that's on my list, but, you know, comment down below. I also posted it in the community tab because I think that that'd be so sick. Yes. Let's see what chat's saying. What's up, Grace? Grace is here. Just don't do sports games. It's a waste of money. Not with the Sixers team. I feel that. Try to get Al Snow off of his podcast. I don't know who Al Snow is. Jason Kelsey would be a good one. Bryce Harper's a good one too. Yeah, that'd be really sick, man. So it's great. It's really awesome. If you guys have any more ideas, please like comment down below. I'll obviously go over the chat replay. I also posted this in my community tab as well, so you're more than welcome to do that. As always, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell icons, because we go on for Sixers basketball, we do Phillies baseball, we do Eagles football as well. We have a fun time on here, and we're ready to get back into the swing of things. All right. So let's talk about the Sixers, because tonight they play against Tobias Harris and the Detroit Pistons at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. What am I expecting tonight? I expect a W tonight. I do. This season, with the way that things have gone, things have obviously gone very unexpected for a lot of people, and you know, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but tonight I simply want to win. I would really like to see Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain go off, but if we can play a nice, comfortable game of basketball where we don't really have to worry about, you know, it's like a stress-free type of a game. If we can just have a stress-free game, that's all I want. That's all I really want tonight. I'd like us to rebound, you know. It'd be really cool to see Andre Drummond coming back into Detroit, getting like 15 rebounds against his former team. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I'd like us to rebound a lot. I want us to have more off-ball movement. I want us to, you know, try to run certain plays and just have guys move around the basketball. I don't really think that we're seeing a whole lot of that throughout this whole entire season, and that's one of the reasons why the Sixers are where they are, because there's not a lot of ball movement, and when guys aren't moving and things are stale, you're going to ISO a lot, and you're probably going to lose a lot of games. It's just what goes on. So, all right, let's get into this live stream right now. But yeah, what are your keys for tonight's game? Please let us know down below. And again, if you have not done so already, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. I want us to get to 4,700 subscribers before the end of the year. I'm really going to try to make a push. And actually, I would like to, you know, try to do like some sort of like awards and stuff like that, you know, to try to get that pushing, because I think that we can easily get to 4,700 by the next couple of weeks. I think that we could totally do it before the year is up. I think that we deserve to get to that amount of subscribers, you know. So we're going to just continue to keep pushing the content out there. We're going to try to make sure that we continue to do really good stuff on here, because that's what we got to do, you know. It's going to be great. Iverson would be a really good one. Philly halftime is another one. Yeah, Philly halftime. His name has been on here a couple of times. You know, like those are the people that those are the people that I know, like, you know, that are like a part of like my inner circle. Philly halftime, Philly take with RB, Sean Bernard, DJ. Like, I can get all those people like at any time. You know what I mean? Like those are sort of like security blankets. And of course, like, we're gonna get them on. Like, you know, don't get me wrong. Like, I want to get them on, but I want to branch out. That's the whole thing. Like, I love my inner circle. And I love all those people to death. I do. I think that they're all really great in their own way. Mike Sports Fives as well. Mitch, you know, like, I can list off all the people. But I really want to try to expand this thing, you know, and go outside the box. So, but yeah, that'd be so cool. Sorry, I meant Eric Snow. No worries. Don't expect this season, JJ. Expect what this season? I don't know what we're expecting. Same year, just win. Even if it's just 2 points, I'll be happy. Oh, don't expect a blowout this season. I don't know. We'll just... This Sixers team is a crazy team, man. Like, it would be so Sixers if they actually made it to the playoffs, right? It just would be. It would be, so... what else do we got going on here? Key to the game. Let's see. Would be rebounds. Hopefully the offense will be better. We got a Dixon Way raid. What's going on, everybody? How you all doing? What's good? That's great. Wow, what is going on? Shout out to Dixon. Shout out to Larry, man. Shout out to all of you. You guys are so sweet. You guys are so awesome. And I really appreciate you guys for coming on over here. It means a lot, man. It really does. And Larry, of course, you know, somebody that I'd love to get on the pod too at some time, you know. Dixon Way Raid was showing the love, says the Dixon Way. What is up, Larry? Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, man. I saw your message. I apologize for getting back to you so late. But yeah, man, it really, really means a lot. Hopeful Souls here. What's up, man? Thanks so much for the raid, guys. I really, really appreciate it. I love you all to death. That's really, really nice. It is. All right. Let's but before this game starts, right? We have Joel Embiid out. We have Caleb Martin out. Kyle Lowry out. And Paul George is playing tonight for the Philadelphia 76ers. So I guess that my question to you guys is, where are we now on the Embiid train? Are we willing to trade him? Are we all in on trading him? Are we, you know, speculating the idea to do so? Or are we still like, no, like we you know, we're not going to trade him. We still are a contender. Like, how are we feeling about that? A, B, or C? I don't really know if I phrased that properly. But, all right, let's get into this ball game. We're ready to get underway. Let's go, baby. Sorry about that. I wanted to finish playing that sound effect. There we go. You should bring in guys in the blue coats, too. Yeah, no, that'd be really cool. I'd love to get players from the blue coats, like a Dembona. That'd be really awesome. That'd be so sick. First, I thought you said Bob Costas. I want to get Bob Costas on here. He's one of my dream guys that I want to get on here. But anyhow, all right, so the Sixers, what do they have to do? They got to rebound. They got to make sure that they pass the ball a lot. I'd like to see a lot of hockey assists. I really would. I'd like to see some really good passing. I don't want them to be too passive, but I want them to be very crisp with their passes tonight. And, yeah, those are pretty much my keys that I want for this game. So the Sixers starting lineup, it's going to be Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre Jr., Gershon Yabusele, Paul George, Andre Drummond. And that's the starting five. And then for the Pistons, it's Beasley. It's Jaden Ivey, Tim Hardaway Jr., Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren all out there for the Detroit Pistons. Make sure you guys like. Make sure you guys subscribe as well before we get started. Andre Drummond and Jalen Duren are going to be tipping things off. We have a wet floor situation, though, over at the Detroit Pistons logo, so the cleanup crew is going to go out there with the Gatorade towels and with the mop and the dustpan, and here we go. All right, so we are ready to get underway. Drummond will tip things off for the Sixers, and he tips it into the hands of Kelly Oubre Jr., and we are underway at Little Caesars Arena. I keep forgetting I have to turn that back up. So George has the rock. He's over at the top of the key. Dribbles over towards the right side. Sixers go from left to right. George with a step-back elbow jumper. Can't get that one to fall. And the Sixers 0 for 1 from the field so far. Duren back to Beasley for 3. That's no good. Or Jaden Ivey, that is. Jaden Ivey. He tried to take a 3 there and just could not hit it. So again, George, Yabusele, Drummond, Maxey, and Oubre. Here's George outside to Oubre for a 3 on the far corner. Nails it! And the Sixers strike first. Good stuff. All right, so we'll refresh this scoreboard because we are underway, and it's 3-0 Philadelphia. The Pistons now have it. It's Ivey with a bounce pass over for a 3-pointer by Beasley, and he hits it and drains it from the outside over on the near corner. So Kelly Oubre hit a 3 from the far corner, and Malik Beasley says, I can do that too. George with an alley-oop pass to Drummond, and Drummond sledges it home with the left hand. A little bit of some pick-and-roll action as George was being the point guard, and he just was able to lob it inside the Drummond, and the Sixers leapfrog the Pistons. Another alley-oop on the other side, and that time it's good by Jalen Duren. That was Jaden Ivey to Jalen Duren, and, well, it's been a game of copycats so far between the Sixers and the Pistons. Both teams at a corner 3. Sixers did that first, and then it was 2 sets of alley-oops. Here's Maxey on the step back J. Can't get that one to go. Malik Beasley is able to come up with the rebound, and he takes it into the Pistons' front court as they go from right to left. Pistons are in their black and white uniforms as Maxey gets a steal off the bad pass. Guerschon Yabusele goes down the lane, and Tyrese Maxey gets the apple, and the Sixers take a 7-5 lead as Yabusele throws it down and makes the dunk. That makes it now 7-5. So that was Jaden Ivey on the bad pass, and Maxey was able to get a steal. Ivey gets the ball knocked loose by Oubre, but they're going to call a foul on Kelly. It's going to be a personal foul called on him. So 7-5 already is the score. The last time that the Pistons played against the Sixers, it was on October 30th. They won by 10 points. The score was 105-95. This is the second meeting of 3 meetings this season. All right, so it's 7-5 Philadelphia. Drummond with 2 points, Yabusele with 2 points, and Oubre with 3. Here comes George over on the far wing. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. George has to get going. He kicks it out over to Maxey. One more to Drummond for 3. And George tried to get the hockey assist. And Yabusele gets the rebound, puts it back up, puts it in. But they're going to call a shot clock violation because it didn't even hit the backboard. Or didn't even touch the rim, I should say. All right, so what's going on in chat, man? What is up with chat? 100% trade him for Bronny MVP. Yes, sir. What's up, hopeful soul? Thanks so much for stopping by. Duren with a free throw line jumper. Can't get that one to go. And it's now 7-5. Philadelphia has the rock. Maxey gets crossed over on the other side, but he goes down the lane, finishes with the right hand, not once, and Drummond able to tip it back up and in, but he is hobbling in a lot of pain. I think he rolled his ankle, and right now it's 5-on-4 basketball. Uh-oh. That's not good. He's grabbing onto his right ankle. Something just popped. He landed a little bit awkwardly, and that's not good. Oh, man, Tyrese Maxey was the first one over there just to go check up on him. And the Sixers are going to obviously call for time. Clock stops with 8:27 left to go. Maxey, again, was the one that tried to put up a shot. Drummond got the rebound, tipped it up and in, and then Tobias Harris, it looked like after he landed on the ankle and he did a little jump again, he just landed a little bit awkwardly. That's a little bit odd. 9-5 is the score. Let's see. Andre Drummond has appeared to do serious damage to his right ankle after making a basket. Keith Pompey says after making a basketball. That's not good. Prayers for Drummond, man. Come on. Come on, man. Let's see the prayers in the chat. We don't want anybody to get hurt. We don't want anybody to get hurt. Having guys in from the blue coats would be really cool, JJ. That's a great suggestion. It is a great suggestion. I like that. Trade him for a second rounder as far as I care, says the dude. As far as Joel Embiid goes. Yes, sir. What else? What else is going on in the chat? What do you think of on the 76ers is going to be likely the 2021 Golden State Warriors be bad that then next season win a title? So, let's see. So, O'Gluffy thinks that the Sixers are going to be really bad this year, and then next year they're going to win a title because of how bad. He thinks that they're going to be so bad this year just to try to get some more assets, and then next year they're going to be great. And I don't know if I agree with that. I really don't. Tim Animations, what's going on? Tim Animations Roblox, TAR. What is going on, my friend? Get a little bell. Get a little bell tonight. I'm in the mood for that, man. I want to welcome in everybody with open arms. And while you're all here, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. I really want to try to, extend this play-by-play stuff to other people. And not just Sixers and Philadelphia fans, but I really want to try to expand this to other people as well. We go live for the Sixers, the Phillies, and the Eagles. That's what we do on here. We are 3 out of the 4 when it comes to the Philly sports. But yeah, so that would really mean a lot to me. What got you guys into basketball, by the way, too? Let me know down below. All right, so Drummond landed awkwardly on that right ankle and was taken out of the game. He was hobbling. He didn't put any pressure on the ankle, no weight whatsoever. Didn't have to be carted off, but he was had both of his arms around 2 players' shoulders, including one of them looked like it was Ricky Council. 9-5, Sixers up by 4. Duren with a little runner inside, no good. Paul George able to clean the glass. So it's George, Yabusele, Maxey, Oubre, and Bona. So Adem Bona is going to come on in, and Bona is going to be able to make a little dunk, and the Sixers have an 11-5 lead. Nice assist by Paul George. Harris over on the near wing, hands it off, and there's a shot by Beasley. Gets blocked, though. Harris gets it back. He wants to try to post up Kelly Oubre Jr. The ball gets deflected. Harris gets it back. He'll try to post him up again. Goes up with a little hook shot. No. Rebound, though, by Ivy, and he follows through and puts it up and in, and the Sixers, their lead is down to 4. So that makes it 11-7. Jaden Ivey with 2 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist so far in this ball game. Maxey goes over towards the right side, and there's a logo three-pointer. Got it! From 29 feet, Tyrese Maxey doubles the lead for the Sixers. It's now a 14-7 ball game here in Detroit. Here we go. A step back Jay over on the near corner within the three-point line is no good by Tim Hardaway Jr. Oubre cleans off the glass, hands it off to Maxey. Maxey over to Oubre over on the far side. Dribble handoff over to Paul George, who now stands at the top of the key. Dribbles with the left hand, puts up a three-pointer in the face of Tobias Harris, and he knocks it down. PG in the chat. Nice. And the Sixers now lead at 17-7. What a nice little run by the Sixers ever since the timeout was taken. Hardaway with a step-back three-pointer. In and out it goes. George rebound. Outlet pass over to Maxey. Sixers not wasting any time. Maxey crosses over a couple of times. Dribbles with the right hand. Goes down the lane. Kicks it out to George. George to Oubre. Three-point shot. Got it! The Sixers hitting from 3. And they've been unstoppable in a timeout called by Detroit. So the Sixers, within a span of just 2.5 minutes, it was a 9-5 lead going into the timeout with 8:27 to go. And, well, within the last 2 minutes and 12 seconds, the Sixers have been on an 11-2 scoring run. And we have a timeout called by Detroit. So very nice. Good stuff. Nice. That's what I want to see. Again, if you guys have any sort of suggestions for guests on here, please comment down below. Let me know how you guys got into the game of basketball too. For those of you that are just tuning in for the very, very first time, I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. My name is Jason Joseph. I've called games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks and for the Delaware Blue Coats when I was in college. I'm 2 years out of college and have been really grinding on here. Also interned at NFL Films back in 2024 during the 2022 season. I'm so sorry, 2022-23 season. So that was a lot of fun, and I'm still trying to do stuff in media. I also call games now for the Villanova Wildcats ice hockey team. They play out at Hatfield Ice Arena, and it's really cool. It's really, really awesome. So, man. It's interesting how Jared McCain's not starting. I don't know why that is. I don't know if they were just thinking, let's just put him on the bench or have him come off the bench today. I don't know, but Sixers are playing well so far, so I like to see that they're playing well. That's all that I really ever wanted. That's all I ever wanted, man. We got the Flyers game on over here too. So in case you want to know what the score is for that, you can just look at this on here. People tend to go away from the screen and they think to themselves, well, JJ doesn't have the Flyers game up, or JJ doesn't have the score of the Sixers game, or like other scores within the NHL or the NBA. It's all on here, man. You don't even have to leave your screen. You really don't. Because I do that for you, because I do people a solid. That's what I do. All right. 20-7, that's the score, man. Sixers are up by 13 and actually playing offense in the first quarter. Is this real life? Oh, man. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, man. We need 25 more subs to get us to 4,700. A little bit of some pick and roll action between the Pistons, but they kick it out to Harris for a three-point shot. Adembona gets the rebound, and they hand it off over to Tyrese Maxey. And the Sixers have Maxey over at the logo, dribbles with the right hand, goes down the lane, goes up with a shot, and it is blocked. And Tyrese Maxey on the ground. It was blocked by Asar Thompson, and Maxey gets help up from his teammates. So Thompson in there. It's Thompson, Harris, Beasley, Stewart, and Sasser. Atlanta figured out Cleveland, says Robert S. Downs. Oh, boy. Yeah, I didn't see the score for that today. Oh, wait, Charlotte. Well, they're playing Charlotte right now. 20-7. What did they play Cleveland last night? Or yeah, I guess that they did. Oubre goes over towards the foul line, puts up a runner, and gets it to fall. And the Sixers have not been stopped. They're on an 11-0 scoring run over the last 2 minutes of the ball game. 5:20 left to go in the first quarter. An open three-pointer is good by the Detroit Pistons. That's Asar Thompson, who hits it from the far corner. And that makes it now 22-10. So Thompson able to knock down a three. There's Paul George going down the lane. Adembona is the one that gets called for an offensive foul. Thompson, 21 years old, was a 5th overall pick back in the 2023 draft by Detroit. Only averaging, though, 4 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, and 4 assists as well. Now, the last time... oh, man. The last time that he did play was on November 29th, and he had 5 points in just 12 minutes. 4 assists, 1 steal, and 1 rebound as well. So the Sixers have to play defense here. There's a shot that goes up by a Piston, and that's no good. And the Sixers are going to get a defensive rebound from Gershon Yabusele. And as Paul George gets the ball, he gets called for an offensive foul, and I don't see how. Ausar Thompson was on him as he was just running. He was in the backcourt, and he sort of pushed him off with his right elbow, but I think that was more so just acting from Ausar Thompson. But nonetheless, the Pistons have the ball. There's a runner that goes up. It's high off the glass. No good by the Pistons. Sixers are going to reset. Maxey goes down the lane. Has two defenders on him. Pivots, not once but twice. Gives it over to Paul George. The ball gets tipped into the backcourt. George has it past the half-court logo, and we have a whistle called. And George is going to go back over towards the sideline. I think a foul was called on Ausar Thompson. Sixers have 22 points. 22-10 is the score. So George will inbound it. There's J.B. Bickerstaff, who was the former head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers and is now on the Detroit Pistons. Last year, their coach was Monty Williams, who was a former 76er assistant coach. Oubre is going to inbound it for the Philadelphia 76ers, and he has to try to look for somebody. Again, the Sixers are in the backcourt. And it's going to be Tyrese Maxey who gets it. And finally, he goes into the Sixers front court. Dribbles with the right hand. Goes down the lane. And tries to sneak his way through over towards the basket. Puts up a shot. Can't get it to go. Tobias Harris cleans the glass. And grabs and snags his first rebound of the ball game. Isaiah Stewart with a dribble handoff. Ausar Thompson, three-pointer on the catch and shoot. No good. Gershon Yabusele is able to grab the rebound. Didn't even hit the rim. Tyrese Maxey wants to go to work against Marcus Sasser. Dribbles over towards the left side, goes down the lane, and takes it over towards the near corner. Step back, turnaround. Jay is up, and that's good as well. And that makes it 24-10. Isaiah Stewart also got called for a loose ball foul. And the Sixers are either going to get the ball back or they're going to get another free throw. I think that they're just going to get the ball back. Is that correct? But how about that shot by Tyrese Maxey? He went over with his left hand, then dribbled with his right hand, backed down his defender over on the block, and was able to hit a fadeaway jumper. And it looks like Adem Bona is going to go to the foul line to shoot a free throw. Jared McKean will sub on in for Gershon Yabusele. KJ Martin also comes in for Paul George. Bona with the foul shot.
Excellent.
And that makes it 25-10. Philadelphia leads it by 15 points. All right, 4 minutes left to go. Oh, I want to see Easy Up Gamers comment, man. What's going on? Oh, thank you, Grace. I did sneeze. I forgot I sneezed. Thank you. There's a three-point shot that goes up, and that's no good by Simone Fontecchio, guy that played for the Utah Jazz once upon a time. Tyrese Maxey has it in the Sixers front court. Maxey dribbles with the right hand, crosses over, zigzags down the lane, gets a screen from Bona. Foul line jumper, short, and Brits. And Detroit with the rebound. Ausar Thompson, credit to him for getting it. Stewart, three-point shot, and he tries to kiss it in there. Can't do that, though. And Oubre is the one that grabs the rebound. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the opening quarter for the Sixers. McCain with a handoff over to Oubre. Oubre goes down the lane, tries to finish it off the glass. It was way too strong, and Pistons grabbed the rebound. A little kick out over to Ausar Thompson, who lost the ball. It was last touched, though, by the Sixers, and Thompson will inbound it from the Pistons baseline. We're going to have some more substitutions. So we just said that Simone Fontecchio just came on in. He's 28 years old. He's from L'Aquila, Italy, and spent 2 seasons with the Utah Jazz, and this is now his second season with the Detroit Pistons. All right, 25-10 is the score. Here we go. A little kick out to wide open corner jumper by Durant is up and in, and that makes it 25-12. Pistons have a dozen points on the board. They trail by 13. Ronald Holland II comes in for the Pistons, and so does Wendell Moore Jr. Bona gets it down low, tries the pump fake, and he puts it up on the second time, and we have a foul called on Isaiah Stewart. And it looks like a Dembona is going to go to the foul line, and he'll try to make some free throws. I like that little inbound play. Isaiah Stewart was supposed to be the screener on the offensive side for the Pistons, and then they just gave it to Wendell Moore Jr., who moved off the ball from the top of the key over towards the near corner, right near the baseline, and made it a 2. Now Bona is at the foul line, and he'll shoot a pair of free throws. First foul shot, that's up and in, and that makes it 26-12. So Dembona, a 6 feet, a 10-inch tall rookie from Lagos, Nigeria. He was a second-round draft pick by the Sixers, only 21 years old, 235 pounds. Makes the first free throw. Ricky Council the fourth will step on in for Kelly Oubre Jr. 2:44 left to go in quarter number 1. And the foul shot, the second one's up. That's no good. Council grabs the rebound. He tries to put it up once again, puts it up, and puts it in. And 1. What a play by Ricky Council. As he was able to get the rebound, he buzzed his way through, made contact with his defender, and he got the opportunity for an and 1 chance, and he'll go to the line to shoot one more free throw. Even Tyrese Maxey was over on the bench saying, "That's how you do it, young fella." He had 12 points and 10 rebounds in his last game. Council with the free throw, too strong, 28-12. And the Sixers get like 4 points out of that. So that was nice to see. McCain tries to play defense, and we have a whistle called on Jared McCain. It was Jaden Ivey who was trying to buzz his way down the lane through contact. And we should have some free throws coming up, I assume. Or are they going to say, nope, they're going to say it's a jump ball. No foul was called. McCain and Ivy with a jump ball over at the free throw line of the Pistons. McCain doesn't even jump, and the ball goes into the hands of Simone Fontecchio. Fontecchio back outside to Ivy, three-pointer, bang! They'll actually say that his foot was not on the line, so it is 28-15, and it is counted as a 3. So here's Yabusele with a dribble handoff over to Jared McCain. Good ball movement by the Sixers. McCain over to Yabusele. Yabusele with a dribble handoff over to KJ Martin. Now Eric Gordon out there for the Sixers. Gordon to Council for 3. It's up, and that's no good. Ball gets tipped, though, by McCain into the hands of Gershon Yabusele. Gordon at the top of the key. Yabusele, three-pointer. Swish goes the basketball! And that's how Gershon gets on the board, and the Sixers lead it 31-15. Asar Thompson down the lane. The ball gets rejected by KJ Martin. It gets blocked and stolen. Martin trying to go coast to coast. Euro step on the other side. And 1. 33-15. And the Sixers offense explodes. The Sixers, just within about a minute, have scored about 10 points. And they have just been running away with the offense in this first quarter. They lead at 33-15. This is what happens when you play the young guys. And when the young guys go out there and they play very athletic basketball and they just do what they're supposed to do. Excellent basketball movement so far by the Sixers. KJ Martin at the line for one more. And the foul shot is up and no good. Yabusele tried to get the rebound. He tips it, though, into the hands of Paul Reed, former 76er Paul Reed, who's in the ball game now for the Pistons, just came on in. Ivy, wide open three-pointer, swish. 33-18, and 1:20 left to go in the first quarter. So this is when the refs actually want to give the Sixers some foul calls here. McCain, what a pass to Gordon. Wide open 3. No good. Gordon had all day and night to shoot it, and Jared McCain was being a wizard out there, lacing it up from the top of the key over towards the far corner, and he tried to put it on a silver platter for Gordon to score, and he could not do so. Here we go, 55 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Pistons have the ball. Ivy hands it off over towards Holland. Holland on the far corner, being guarded heavily by Gershon Yabusele. Gordon tips it. It's stolen by Ricky Council. Council with 3 defenders on him, puts up a shot, and he gets it to go with the left hand and finishes on the left side of the baseline. Ivy down on the other side. A lot of contact by Jared McCain, and they're going to call a foul on him. Ivy just was going into the lane, and he dribbled with his right hand, switched it on over towards his left hand, and McCain reached in. How about Eric Gordon being a good veteran there and just was actually able to make a nice defensive play to set up Ricky Council for a nice little fast break score, man. It's great. Very good. 35-19. Old man can't see. Dude, he had all day and night to shoot. But give him credit. He played really solid defense there. I can't discredit that. First foul shot up and good by Ivy. Second foul shot, that's good too. Lead down to 15 for the Sixers. McCain being the maestro and the conductor on offense. Dribbles with the left hand. Back out at the logo. Hands it off to Yabusele. Yabusele with a dribble handoff over to Gordon. Gordon goes down the lane, puts up a shot, and that's way off the mark. Gordon wanted a foul call. It went high off the glass. Didn't even touch the rim. And the Pistons have the rock. Gordon, though, with good recognition on defense. Gets a steal. Hand off to Council. Council again. Not once, but twice he'll go to the foul line. He'll go to the foul line for 2 free throws. I thought he was just going to be able to get that to go. He had it way high off the glass and almost had the soft touch to finish it, but it just rolled out at the last second. Fonaccio gets called for a shooting foul, and with 5 seconds left to go in the first quarter, the Sixers will try to extend their lead to 17. First foul shot, good by Ricky Council, the fourth. Council in this game, 4 points for him. And he's going to go to the line for one more. Second foul shot.
Excellent.
And that makes it 37-20. 5 seconds left to go. Detroit inbounds it over to Ivy. Ivy gets over towards the far side, and he puts up a three-pointer. That's up. No good. It was contested all the way by Jared McCain. And the Sixers, that's going to do it. In quarter number 1, they lead it by 17 points. That's one of their best first quarters, if not their best first quarter this season. Hopefully they can just keep it up as they go into quarter number 2. They lead it by 17 out in Detroit at Little Caesars Arena. Okay, nice start, man. Too bad that Drummond went down. Hopefully we get an update on him because that's not what you want to see. I will tell you, though, Adem Bona comes on in, and he provides a spark, and that's sort of the blessing in disguise. You never want to see a guy get hurt, but Bona, we've been trying to preach to play the young guys, and Bona has an opportunity, and all of a sudden, this is what happens. This is what happens, man. It is. Excellent job by the Sixers so far. What's up, Daver? How you doing, man? What's going on? Nice, nice, nice. And again, guys, if you have not answered the poll question, please let me know. I really want to try to, really make better content on here. I love doing the play-by-plays, and I think that we do an awesome job with them, but I want to try to expand our audience, and the only way to expand is to shoot for the stars. So I really want to try to get, interviews during halftime shows with players, former players, analysts, and people that are in the Philadelphia sports media world, as well as the podcasters as well. But if you guys have any ideas, it could literally be anybody. It could be Charles Barkley. It could be whoever it is. I'm literally creating a whole list of people, and one way or another, even if it's not this year, I am gonna get them on my show. I'm really gonna do whatever it takes because, this is how it goes. I want us to be able to provide really, really good content out there, and I want us to be able to spread the word. So I look at what Kai Cenat is doing in the gaming world. I see him getting Kevin Hart on this channel. I see him getting all these other people, and it's all just by reaching out and by him being consistent. But he believes in what he does. And I'm thinking to myself, well, guess what? I could probably do something similar. I don't really see a lot of other, sports live streamers doing that right now. And there is some, there's definitely some that are out there. Some of them I don't know, but I just think that it would really elevate the content. And I want us to try to take this to another whole new level. All right, so we're going to start off the second quarter. JJ, give me the excellent sound. Well, I can only do that after free throws, man. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. I can only do that after the free throws. Go Sixers, says Robert S. Downs. But for the dude, you know what? I'll do it for you.
Excellent.
Ivy goes up with a shot, and that's no good. I can't just do that though. Like that. Those are the specific things that I just got to do. Like when the time is appropriate. But for you, I did it that time. McCain with a little skip pass over to KJ Martin. Martin goes downhill. Martin outside to Ricky Council, who steps over towards the right side. Pump fakes, puts up a three-pointer, and he can't get it to go. McCain had the rebound, lost it. He juggled it. It went out of his hand, and Paul Reed is able to secure it. Dribble handoff over to Fontecchio. Three-pointer, swish. And Simone Fontecchio able to knock down a three from 25 feet over on the far wing. And the Pistons are able to get their first 3 points of the quarter. Gordon steps back, takes a couple of jab steps, goes down the lane, hands it off to KJ Martin, and Martin flushes it down with ease. 39-23, that is the score. KJ Martin being very athletic, being unstoppable, and having the mad hops. They're going to have a foul called. That's going to be on the Sixers. McCain actually got the rebound. Council goes up for a shot on the other side. No good. That's where the foul was. That is where the foul was. And you know what I did? I literally looked up at the ESPN play-by-play, and I did it too soon because this thing is ahead. I can't understand why. All right. I'm not going to look at chat right now. This team is an absolute disgrace. Props for getting your reps, JJ. I'm out. You're good, man. You're good, dude. I appreciate you for stopping by and for hitting that like button. That's all I ask, man. And just spread the word. That's all you got to do. Spread the word, hit the thumbs up button, and let me know what guests you want to come on or you want to have on here. 39-23, Council's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. First one is up, and he swishes it and puts the Sixers at 40 points. The Sixers were shooting 42.8% from the field and 31.7% on threes in first quarters up through Thanksgiving. And well, tonight it's been a completely different story as Council's second foul shot is good. Excellent. And the Sixers are able to increase their lead up to 18. Sixers were shooting 50% from 3 in the first quarter, and they shot 55.5% from the field in the second, in the first quarter too. Here we go, 41-25 as Ivy is able to make a layup on the other side. Gershon Yabusele gets it for the Sixers, goes down the lane, gets the ball blocked by Paul Reed. Reed was able to get a piece of it. Fontecchio outside over to Holland the second. And as the Pistons got it over on the far corner, it was Jaden Ivey. The ball got knocked out. I believe it was last touched by Gershon Yabusele. And they're going to call a foul on him. It is just a personal foul, though. Gershon with 5 points, 4 rebounds, 1 personal foul. KJ Martin, 4 points, 2 rebounds for him. Sixers doing a good job in that department. Here's Reed who makes a layup, and McCain gets it for the Philadelphia 76ers. As he goes up with the left hand, throws it away. It was supposed to go to Gershon Yabusele. Holland gets the steal. Layup is up and good by Paul Reed again. So he has scored the last 4 points for the Pistons, and Nick Nurse will call for time. A 9-4 run to start off the second quarter, and Nick Nurse wants to provide a counterpunch. Let's see if that happens after the timeout. I don't know why I'm behind on the action. I can't seem to understand why. It's just how it's been. Ivy so far, man, 12 points for him, 1 rebound, 3 assists. And we'll talk about this at halftime, but the one thing that I really love about this game so far is that Nick Nurse is actually coaching. He's doing a really good job. He's pressing the right buttons. And I'm not even just talking about the rotations. I'm seeing a lot of movement. I'm seeing a lot of athleticism from my players, too. And I'm seeing guys hustle. I'm seeing all 3 of those things. I like some of the play calls that they've been making. They're not just doing dribble handoffs. There's a lot of screens that are being utilized. Guys are moving away from the ball. There's backdoor screens. I like all of that. I do. Why am I stumbling on my words? I don't know. I have a lot to say. I have to do a better job And when there's a lot of action, you know, and I have to talk fast, I get it. But then when we slow things down, I gotta slow down. I just do. I gotta do that. Did I turn the fan on? I did not turn the fan on. Why didn't I do that? I don't know. Where is the fan? Where's the remote? I don't even know where I put the remote, man. That's not good. Huh. I don't know. I guess it'll show up. Or I'll just find it as I do this. Because that's also what tends to happen, too. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you guys want to become a member, it's $2.99 a month. $2.99 a month for channel memberships. That's all it is, man. It's a good way to get back to the channel. Oh, by the way, I actually got myself a. I ended up getting a Rode mic, a wireless microphone, like a Bluetooth microphone, and I'm really excited. It's supposed to come in by the beginning of next week. And so now when we do more content away from the house, I'm just going to be wearing that little thing, and it's going to be really, really good audio quality, and I'm very excited about that. And I can do some more man on the street interviews, and it'll be really, really cool. So I'm very excited about that. And so some more content is going to be coming out just because I got that equipment, and now I just got to produce. You know? So it's great. This team is an absolute disgrace, so I read that. I'm so sorry. I love that we are not down by 10 points, man. JJ's brain still wants to go fast. It just does, man. 41-29, Sixers lead it by 12. Maxey steps back, wants the ISO, takes it all the way down the lane, puts it up with the right hand. Friendly bounce, no. Bona fighting for the rebound. The ball gets tipped into the hands of Simone Fontecchio. I do have to give credit, though, to Adem Bona for trying to be physical down low. Fontecchio, three-point shot. That's up, off the mark. Maxey rebound. He falls out of bounds, but he gives it up to Paul George before his feet touch the ground. George, with the left hand, drives it down the lane. Euro step. Good! Paul George with a right-hand finger roll finish. And that's his second bucket tonight. 5 points for PG, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Again, really good ball movement coming from Paul George and the Sixers. Here's Durant. Kick out over to Fontecchio. Three-pointer. In and out it goes. Council leaps up. He grabs the rebound. Man, oh man, the Sixers actually are jumping out of the court tonight. They are. 43-29. And George tries to get a screen from Adem Bona, and he dribbles into a lot of physicality, a lot of contact. And we have a whistle called. Black Friday deals, says Grace. Yeah. There was a nice little Black Friday deal for that. Love Black Friday shopping. Dude, Best Buy was packed. It was. 8:17 left to go in the second quarter. Again, it's 43-29. Dude, they have their stats on the Johan Rojas and in the Dominican Winter League. But to kind of see that, George steps back, fades away, puts up a 2. Bona grabs the rebound. And Bona back outside to Maxey, man. Adem Bona has been getting a lot of offensive boards for the Sixers. Maxey with a little Euro step goes up with a 2. Can't get it to go. He should have had that. Tried to do a little underhanded scoop and score. And it just did not fall in. Beasley, three-pointer, no. And there's an offensive rebound by Asar Thompson. Thompson back out to Beasley. Second time. Got it. And the Sixers lead has crumbled down to 11. It's a 12-6 run to start off the second quarter. Sixers get the ball back. It's Ricky Counts in the fourth. Goes down the lane. Back down to Bona. Bona gets the ball knocked loose and blocked by Asar Thompson. Rebound by Jaden Ivey. Ivey with a lot of physicality as Paul George is trying to play defense. And the shot goes up, and that's in by Asar Thompson. And the lead is now down to single digits. Sixers were up by 17 points, and that has crumbled all the way down to 9. 7 minutes left to go. George with a little lob inside the Bona. Bona kicks it out, though, to Council. One more for Martin. A far corner 3. Got it! KJ Martin able to get a lot of space and knock it down. And that's how you show Eric Gordon how it's done. 46-34. Thompson down the lane, not wasting any time. Bona tries to go up on defense and block it, but we have a foul called and a goaltending as well. It'll be 46-36. It is a goaltending violation called on Adem Bona. Thought maybe there was a foul too. I didn't really see the foul. I didn't see a whistle for a foul either, but there was a big stoppage in play. So goaltending on Adem Bona, and there is a foul too, and it looks like Thompson's going to go to the line for the three-point play. It's up, no good. Rebound, though, by the Pistons. Ball gets stripped, though, and it's stolen by the Philadelphia 76ers. Marcus Sasser enters in for Jaden Ivey. George wants to go to work, goes down the lane, puts it up, and one. PG, he's on a mission tonight. And he'll go to the line for one more. The old-fashioned three-point play coming up for Paul George. How about that, man? He had Marcus Sasser on him, or Tim Hardaway Jr. that was. And I've seen a very aggressive Paul George tonight. He's been driving it. He's also not been afraid to take it to the cup. He looks good out there, man. He does. He's looking, this might be the best that he's looked as a Sixer so far. Foul shot is up.
Excellent.
49-36 as he knocks it down. 6 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in quarter number 2. Harris down the block, goes up with a 2. No, Bona tries to reach up for a rebound. The ball goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by Bona. The only thing about Adem Bona is that he just has to do a better job at trying to clobber these boards. And obviously, if he was at the point of the season where he was playing a lot more, it'd be easier for him. But now, you see what he can do, and you just got to play him. Bona tries to get the steal there. Could not do so off the inbound pass. Thompson being guarded heavily by Bona. The ball gets tipped by McCain, stolen by Kelly Oubre Jr. Bona was on him, too. You got to give him credit for that. Oubre outside over to PG. He was in between the circles. Wants to go against a former Sixer. That's Tobias Harris. Steps back, crosses over. Two-pointer. No. Paul George tried to settle for a 2, and he wanted to dance all over him, and he was looking to make an exclamation point there, just could not do so. Oubre can't play any sort of defense off of Jaden Ivey, and that one is up and good. That was actually Malik Beasley, I beg your pardon. 49-38, Philadelphia up by 11 points. George crosses over. He wants to conduct the traffic here. He lobs it inside over to Adem Bona, and we have a turnover called. It's an offensive foul again on Adem Bona, and that's his second personal foul. So we were just praising him, but all of a sudden now he's been a negative for the Sixers over these last couple of minutes. What's up, Asia? How you doing, Asia? What's good? And if you guys want to get back to the channel, you're absolutely more than welcome to do so. Comment who you guys want as a guest down below. During every single halftime show, I want to try to get guests on. Players, coaches, you name it. Media members. We're going to try to do our best to try to get a lot of people on here. McKean over to Maxey on the near corner. Kicks it out to George. One more to Oubre. Oubre, I thought he was going to take it, but instead he goes down the lane. Oubre's looking for help. Kicks it out to Maxey. Three-point shot. Got it! Tyrese Maxey. He knocks it down from 3. Lots of ball movement and really just the ball was being pinballed all the way over to Tyrese Maxey. It was like one movement after another. Fireworks, boom, 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 boom. 52-38, 4:35 left to go in the second quarter. Runner is up by Harris, and he gets fouled by Paul George. And Tobias Harris is going to go to the line for 2 free throws. The Sixers have absolutely responded. They were down, they were up by 9, and the lead got all the way down to 9 is really what I wanted to say. But they've gotten some more breathing room, and they've played really good competitive basketball over the last couple of minutes. First foul shot by Tobias Harris. That's up, and that's good. Man. No creativity offensively with Maxey, McKay, and George on the court. It's just screen for whoever who has the rock. Shout out Nurse, says Romp. Honestly, I think that they're playing a little bit better, though. 52-39 is the score. Gershon Yabusele comes on in for a Dembona. And Tobias Harris to the line for one more. Here it comes. It's up and hits off the front of the rim. Yabusele tips it out over to Jared McCain, who leaps up over a couple of defenders and grabs the rebound. 4:29 left to be played in quarter number 2. Handoff from Oubre to McCain. Now another handoff over to Maxey. Maxey goes down the lane. Euro step, puts it up, and tries to fight through contact. Couldn't get it to go, though. Whistles remain silent. Harris rebound out over to Sasser. Sasser back to Harris is over at the foul line. McCain tried to pick his pocket. Could not do so. Sasser steps back, puts up a 3 at the top of the key, and he sinks it. Man, oh man. And the lead's back down to 10. Marcus Sasser being an assassinator. 3:55 left to be played in the second quarter. McCain goes up with a shot, or actually passed it out to Oubre. And Oubre's three-pointer, he was wide open. Could not sink it, though, from the far corner. Ivy gets the rebound. Ivy tried to go coast to coast. Almost threw it away to Marcus Sasser. Sasser almost throws it away. Stewart gets it, though. Three-point shot is up, and that's good by Detroit. Tobias Harris with the last second on the shot clock as it was winding down, put up a prayer, and he gave it up to Malik Beasley, and he got the 3. 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. The lead now down to 7. Here's Maxey with a runner inside. He puts it up and puts it in. Council tried to finish it on the follow-through, but they're going to give the basket to Tyrese Maxey because Council didn't even touch it. Council was looking for the little lob pass and the little alley-oop. But just Tyrese Maxey, his finish was strong enough. Harris, step back, three-pointer. No good. Gershon Yabusele gets the rebound. Harris thinks he can ISO, and he could not ISO over his defender. 2:53 left to be played in quarter number 2. Tyrese Maxey with the rock. Steps back over towards the Toyota side, crosses over, not once, not twice, 3 times, puts up a 3. No. Oubre, offensive rebound. He could not get boxed out. Goes up with a runner, and it's no good. One of the foul call there probably should have had it. Instead, it's a rebound by Tobias Harris. Here we go. Shot on the other side. No. Yabusele can't get the rebound. McCain not being able to box out Stewart, and Stewart left wide open. Gets the layup to go. Oh, boy. 54-47, and the lead is now down to 7. It's been a 10-point difference in this second quarter for the Pistons. Yabusele dribbles it off of his knee, and it goes out of bounds. Come on, Sixers. We're playing so good. What's up, Rising Rhino? How you doing? You know what to do, man. Drop that link down below. Appreciate you for coming on and for stopping by. Pistons are going to call for a timeout, and the Sixers lead is down to 7. They were up by 17 points, and the Pistons have responded. Excuse me. Wow. I really burp on stream. I don't like that, dude. I really don't. I don't like that. I used to never burp like when I was calling games on the radio, and I guess that like when you have breaks it helps, but jeez. Don't forget to like and subscribe. How many likes do we have, folks? Where are my mods at? I need a like count, baby. 34 people tuning in on here. I want us to get to 50 people by the end of the stream. I think that we can easily do that. We got 36 likes. Good job, man. Good job. Good job to all you guys. Good job to each and every one of you out there who have hit that thumbs up button. When we go into halftime, I will take like a 5-second break, and then I'll be back, okay? Sometimes you just got to let it out. I guess so. Grace. I guess that's just what being a human being is all about. 37 likes. I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week for our Sixers content. Please comment if you guys have any ideal guests that you want to be on this show. Please, because I really want to reach out to other people, and I want to create a really, really cool halftime community on here, and I want to give other people an incentive to come on even when we're struggling, you know? So I'm not talking about our channel. I'm talking about the Sixers. I'm talking about specifically the Sixers because this team, let's face it, and I think that we're being very nice about this, they've been struggling, to put it lightly. They have. They've been struggling. They've been in a bad slump, and they're looking to snap out of it. 32 people in the chat. I like the sound of that. I do. I like the sound of that a lot. I need a tissue, man. When you got an issue, you got to get a tissue. So Sasser's the one that got the ball stripped and stolen. They're showing a replay of that. Eric Gordon actually made 2 nice defensive plays. You should invite Pat Bev and Roan. Okay, that's somebody I can add to the list. I also those are really, really cool. Those are really, really cool guests, that I would love to get on too. Right? Like during halftime shows, that'd be so awesome. But I also want people, that are sort of, I don't know how to put it, I want people that are going to be able to have easy access to as well. Those are people I would absolutely love to have on, but I also sort of have to be realistic too. All right, so here we go. Pistons have the rock. 54-47 is the score. Sasser gets it over towards the top of the key, gives it back over to Ivy. Ivy one more. 3-point shots up, and that's good by Malik Beasley, and all of a sudden it's now a 4-point ball game. Beasley was a very good 3-point sniper last year for the Milwaukee Bucks, and he makes it now a 4-point game. So 1:20 left to be played in quarter number 2. And here we go. Maxey hands it off over to McCain. McCain with the binoculars outside over to Council. Council back to Maxey. Skip pass over to Council. 3-point shot. Catches and shoots. Puts it up. And it trickles in. Hit the front of the rim and went straight down the drain. Here we go. Here's Beasley again. Steps back. He's being guarded heavily by McCain. Skip pass over to Stewart. Stewart outside. Lob pass inside over to Tobias Harris. Maxey is on Tobias Harris, and Maxey stands his ground. And Yabusele gets the rebound with 45.6 seconds left to go in quarter number 2. McCain thought about taking the 3. They dish it out. They swing it around the timeline. Yabusele, corner 3-pointer, no good. And Beasley is the one that grabs the miss. 34 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Beasley down the lane. Tries to kick it inside over to Stewart. And Stewart with a little 1-2 punch there on the pick and roll. And that makes it 57-52 with 28.1 seconds left to be played. Again, the Sixers were up by as many as 17 points heading into the second quarter. And that lead is now down to 5. They've been outscored 32-20 in the second quarter by the Detroit Pistons. All right, 19 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. The dude says, "I told you so." The game ain't over yet. Maxey turns around, goes down the lane, gets the ball knocked loose. And with 1.7 seconds left on the shot clock, it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tyrese Maxey. 57-52, 7.2 seconds left to be played in the second quarter. I don't know what's going on with Jared McCain, but he just has no confidence out there tonight. He doesn't even have a bucket. He doesn't have any field goal attempts. I don't know. I really don't know. Ivy and Beasley have 26 of the 52 points tonight by the Detroit Pistons. KJ Martin will sub back in for Philadelphia. Tim Hardaway will also come on in for Marcus Sasser. And the ball will be picked up as it's inbounded over at the logo. We have a foul called by Tyrese Maxey. It is on the floor with 5.8 seconds left to be played. So there were about, let's say, a couple of seconds taken off of that game clock. Oh, boy. People love JJ for JJ. Yeah, no, for sure. But, I notice, I'll talk about it in a bit. Stewart hands it off over towards Jaden Ivey. Ivey goes down the lane. Stewart goes up with a shot. It's rejected by KJ Martin, and that's going to do it. How about KJ Martin just being physical and going over right in front of Kate Scott? Oh, man, he had this little retainer there. He went over towards Kate Scott in the scorer's table and was right in front of Ala Abdelnaby as well. It's 57-52 as we go into halftime, a 5-point lead for the Sixers. They'll be back in just a few moments. No, I know that people like love JJ for JJ, and like I agree with that. I totally do, but I also understand that we gotta make things interesting, right? Like, not saying that we don't, but we have to continue to expand our brand, and the only way to do that is by getting other people to come on here too. Like, you have to collaborate with other people. There's not a lot of people that do that in the sports world, but like, that's a really important thing to do. And I want to be able to take the content to a new level. I have people that come on like during the fourth quarter because they love trivia, and like they come on just for that. I want other people to come on for other things though too, and it's my job to make it engaging. Like, that's what my job is. And not saying that I'm not engaging, because of course I know that I'm engaging, but I know how people work, you know, and I know how this stuff goes, you know. In order for us to continue to get more and more people on here, we got to do what's best. And I honestly think that that's a really, really good idea, and I want to try it. I am. We're gonna try it out, and that's what we're gonna do. And the worst thing that people can do is say no. So, all right, I will be back in just a few moments. I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, all right? I'll see you very, very soon. Bye. Go get some water. we're back. We are back on here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you'll know when we go live. That's what we do, man. We have a pretty fun time on here, and I'm happy to see each and every one of you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to comment a guest that you would like us to have on here during our halftime shows, because I think that that'd be so cool if we tried to get more people involved on here and try to increase the community that way. But yeah. What are my takeaways from the first half? What are your takeaways from the first half? Please let me know down below. Let me know if you guys come away happy with the first half, or were you a little bit disappointed? Because I felt overall pretty okay. It was a 10 minutes elevator, JJ. That was not 10 minutes. That was not 10 minutes. That was like 5 minutes. So, anyhow, but yeah, what were my overall thoughts? I thought that they played overall. I give them a B minus. Thought that was not the worst thing in the world. If it was supposed to be a lot better. And if it was just with the way that things were going in the first quarter, if you were to tell me by the end of the first quarter, I would have given them an A. And the second quarter, obviously, I would have given them a C. So, I'll give them a B minus just from that logic. Thought that in the first quarter, that we can talk about rotations, whatever, but the players executed really well. They did a really good job at getting the wide open shooter involved. The Sixers were hitting threes at a very high rate. You figured that they were going to come back down to earth, and they did. They came back down to earth. They fell flat on their face, and the Detroit Pistons capitalized on the Sixers' turnovers. There were some sloppy plays that the Sixers had. I'm disappointed with Jared McCain so far. I think that having him come off the bench was not a good move by Nick Nurse, and I could see like what he was trying to do, but that is a Doc Rivers type of a move, to have him come off the bench because you want him to be a scoring factor on the bench, and that's just not who he is. So the confidence is not there. Hasn't even taken one field goal. He has to be better. He does. He has to be better, and I know and I know what's in there. I know what's in there. So I'm tough on him because I know that he can do this. I do. So, yeah, I don't know. We lack consistency, and it shows since the beginning of the season. For sure. It's not even just consistency, though. There's a lot of other things that come into it. It's more than just consistency. One quarter is wonderful, then the next one is horrendous. Yeah, that's a good summary. There you go. There's your summary right there. The dude says it. And that's it. Those are all the takeaways. What's up next? I don't know, man. We got to do a better job at stopping Ivy and Beasley. Ivy and Beasley have been really going off, and they've been a 1-2 punch for this Pistons team, and they've scored literally half of their points. Council, though, 13 points for him. That's a huge positive. The Ricky Council IV is now coming into his own, and that's great to see. That makes me very, very happy. Does. I think that that's really awesome. I like the physicality that he's playing with. I love how he's not being afraid to drive. He had that one three-pointer where he did get a lucky bounce, and that certainly did help, and the Sixers needed that. But I love the explosiveness that he's been able to provide off the bench, and Nick Nurse is finally going to him more and more. Because what else does he have? He has no other options. So I think that Ricky's playing great. I think he's doing a really good job at boxing out. And that's nice. Oubre, 8 points for him, 2 for 3 from 3. Kelly Oubre has been very underwhelming this season, and I'll take anything from him right now. Gershon has been rebounding the ball really well. He had a nice contested 3, too, and was able to hit it from that far wing side. I think individually speaking, the team has had some nice moments, really, really nice moments, but it never really felt like Detroit was going to get over the hump, but I also can kind of see now, like, where it doesn't really feel as comfortable as it once was, and I'm a little bit afraid that because Detroit is mathematically still in this, Sixers could dominate in every single category, but if your team ain't out, that could really come back and be a gut punch, So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Yeah, it is 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. What's the score of the Flyers game? It's 1-0 in Flyers land. Let's look at the MLB or at the NBA scores. We have 4 games going on. 4 other games going on, I should say. The Wizards are down by 4 against the Milwaukee Bucks. First quarter is underway. It's 13-9 Milwaukee with 6:48 left to go in the first quarter. And then the Hawks lead it by 4 against the Charlotte Hornets with 16.9 seconds to go in that game. It's 103-99. The Warriors take on the Phoenix Suns at 9 o'clock. That game is going to be on NBA TV. And then the Dallas Mavericks are in Utah taking on the Jazz at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, so we are ready to start the third quarter. Who do you think is going to win tomorrow, Eagles or Ravens? I will answer that question now. I usually like to save my predictions for tomorrow, but I do believe that that the Eagles are gonna take out the Ravens. Every time I say Birds, usually they don't play another Birds team unless it's the Cardinals or the Ravens or the Falcons. So that was a little bit weird for me. Here we go. Council tries to play defense. KJ Martin gets the rebound. It was a bad pass by Malik Beasley. Here's Maxey over on the near side. It's Maxey, Martin, Gershon, Oubre, George, and that's it for the Sixers. George catches, puts up a tray, way off the mark. KJ Martin, offensive rebound. And a tip back outside over to Maxey. His three-pointer, that's good. And Maxey in this ballgame now with 11 points. Able to knock down a nice little 3 there. 3 assists and 1 rebound as well. Maxey steals it as he tips it into the hands of KJ Martin. Maxey set free. Right-handed layup. That's up and in. And a 5-0 run by Tyrese Maxey. Good stuff. What's up, Scott? How you doing, man? What is good? We lack consistency, and it shows. Yes, I read that comment. 62-52. Philadelphia leads it by 10. 10:50 left to go in the third quarter. Wide open three-pointer by Hardaway Jr. No good. Ball gets tipped by KJ Martin and goes into the hands of Tyrese Maxey. 10:40 left to be played in the third quarter. Maxey ISOs goes up for a 2. He makes the shot, but we have a whistle called. It's a foul on the floor by Malik Beasley. Sixers lead it by 10 points. I like that little 5-0 run by the Sixers. I like that three-pointer that Maxey was able to knock down. I wish that George would knock down the first try, but Sixers have done a better job at getting offensive rebounds. Maxey inside over to George, and George has to get going, steps back, goes up for a corner 2-point shot, and he can't hit it. And Tobias Harris able to grab his miss. George just shooting 3 for 8 from the field, 8 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds in this ball game. Hardaway Jr. drives it and goes out of bounds, but he's fouled by KJ Martin. Is that correct? Come on, I need to see the Sixers go on a nice little run there. KJ Martin got called for a personal foul. Ivy gets it over at the top of the key, hands it off down low to Jalen Duren. One more to Tobias Harris, and 1. Tobias Harris able to put up a 2. He gets fouled by KJ Martin. And we have a 3-point opportunity for Tobias Harris. That's his first bucket of the ball game. He's just 1 for 5 shooting-wise from the field, 0 for 1 from 3, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. And he'll go to the line for 1 more, and the foul shot is up, and it's good by Toby. Sixers lost the first game against the Detroit Pistons. The score was 105-95. Jaden Ivey had 23 points in that game and was 9 for 17 from the field. Here we go, Tyrese Maxey again, 3-pointer. Tyrese Maxey doing it with ease. Man, oh man, he has scored like all 10 of the points so far. Or sorry, all 8 of the points so far. Maxey gets it over towards the Sixers side, wants to ISO, steps back, goes down the lane, kisses it off the window, and puts it up and in. All 10 points in this third quarter have gone to Tyrese Maxey. 67-55, George rebound. Sixers have it as George wants to advance it. George goes downhill. He's being unselfish. Oubre, three-point shot is up, no good. KJ Martin, put back jam. He throws it up and in. A 12-3 run and a timeout by Bickerstaff as the Sixers lead it by 14. KJ Martin just flexed his muscles, and he had every right to do so as he was able to just put it back up and in. Nobody boxed him out, and he says, "You got to box me out, or else I'm going to go off and jump out of the building." 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 dimes by KJ. Paul George is a plus 25 out there on the court for the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey is a plus 16. Kelly Oubre is a plus 18 out there. And it's just like unbelievable. It really is. It's insane. McCain is the only... McCain and Gordon are the only minuses. Jared McCain and Council's a minus 12, but that doesn't tell the full story of how good Ricky Council's been doing. Man. All right, let's take a sip of water. Okay. Tyrese. Oh my gosh, Tyrese is cooking, boys. Oh, he is. Whoever just subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you guys want to donate, you're more than welcome to do so. I'm going to be back on almost every single day like I was. For about the last 2.5 weeks, I was pretty much on and off. I took a week off, and we're ready to get back into the swing of things. Thanksgiving is over. We had a game on Wednesday night, and then Thanksgiving came, and then we were back Saturday night, which is tonight. Tomorrow we got the Eagles. Monday it's going to be like our last off day before we really start grinding again. Then we got Sixers on Tuesday. We got, I believe, Sixers on Wednesday. And if not, then we're going to do a Flyers game Wednesday. If they're on, I have to take a look at the schedule. But more content is coming back out. And I'm ready to get back into this grind. I really want to get to 4,700 subscribers. I really want to push this out there. Because we have every right to do so. We got to get to 4,700 before the end of the year. And I mean that. So please tell your friends. Please tell your family members. If you guys don't have friends that, if you guys have friends that don't have cable, that's where I want them to come on over here. Because I try to give you like a good or as good of a radio play-by-play as I can. And I want us to continue to grow that family, man. I do. I really do. Tyrese is cooking. Tyrese Maxey is going off. Tyrese Maxey can have my kids. Just kidding. Crazy. Ugh, I spelled Tyrese wrong. $69-55. 5 seconds left to go in the shot clock as the Pistons get the inbound pass. It was Ivy who tried to go for a 2. He wanted the foul call there. Wasn't going to get it. Sixers have a rebound. George gets it over towards the near side. Tobias Harris guarding him. And now it's Jaden Ivey as George kicks it out over towards Tyrese Maxey, who crosses over with his right hand, steps back. No pass over to KJ Martin, who's over on the far corner. Goes down the lane with the right hand. Switches, gets it over towards Gershon Yabusele, who goes up, kisses it off the window. No good. Not a good play call by the Sixers there. They just made it a lot tougher than it had to be. 8:15 left to go. In quarter number 3, George tried to get a steal off of the pass by the Pistons, and instead Jalen Duren shows him how it's done, and he puts it up and floats it in. So the Pistons have responded. They make it 69-57 with less than 8 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Maxey dribbles out over towards the perimeter, steps back over towards the logo, dribbles it over towards the right wing area, floats it up and floats it in. Underhanded scoop and score by Tyrese Maxey, and he's been taken over the third quarter like he's the Beatles. One hit after another for Tyrese Maxey. 71-57. Runner goes up. It goes in and out. And Gershon Yabusele is the one that grabs the rebound. Sixers will give it over to Tyrese Maxey. He's being guarded like a tag on Jalen Duren, and now it's Tobias Harris on him. Maxey's trying to figure out what he's going to do. No look pass over to KJ Martin. Three-point shot. Bang! A snake eyes assist by Tyrese Maxey. He had eyes behind his head. That was awesome. He was over at the nail, and he knew that KJ Martin was wide open. It was a game of chess by him. Oubre blocks it on the other side. Tobias Harris rebound. Durant three-pointer swish. Or was that Ivy? It was Jaden Ivey. It was Jaden Ivey that was able to knock it down, and the lead is back down to 13 for the Sixers. All right, Maxey again with a little pick and roll to KJ Martin, and Tyrese Maxey has either scored or assisted on almost every bucket here in this third quarter so far. Only one that he didn't have was on a KJ Martin dunk, and that was before the previous one that he just had. Here we go. Reed goes up with a shot, or Durant it is, and he lost the ball. Sixers will get it back. I believe it's 75-60. Don't quote me on that just yet. But how about the Philadelphia 76ers? Durant lost it out of bounds. Marcus Sasser is the one that's going to come on in, and so will Isaiah Stewart and Asar Thompson. So we have 3 changes for the Pistons. It's Harris, Ivy, Thompson, Stewart, and Sasser for Detroit. George down low to Gershon. He throws it down. A little high, a little low with the pick and roll. 77-60. Philadelphia leads it by 17. Ivy catches, puts up a tray. Oubre says no, sir. 5:45 left to be played in the third quarter. George wants to pass it to somebody. He'll give it up to Maxey. Tyrese backs up over towards the logo. Gets a screen. Puts up a three-pointer. No! Harris, rebound. As it hit the front of the rim, Maxey could not knock it down. He's human. For once, 20 points, 5 assists, and 1 board for the kid. Here we go. Nice little outlet pass downhill, and that's good as the swish is good by Asar Thompson. Man, he is tall. He is so tall out there, and he looks good. He's 6 feet 6 inches tall. I think honestly, he's honestly a little bit taller than that. He can't be that. He has to be taller than that. George initiates the contact as he heads down the lane, puts up a 2, and he's fouled in the act of shooting by Jaden Ivey. There's exactly 5 minutes left to go. Paul George, 34 years old. He's played a lot against the Detroit Pistons. He's 6 feet 8 inches tall, 220 pounds. And he'll head on over towards the nail, and he'll shoot a pair of free throws. First foul shot, he puts it up, and he puts it in. Over his last 5 games against the Pistons, as we have a timeout called, this is a guy who has had at least 3 30-point performances in each, or in 3 out of his last 5 games. Last time he played them was back in February of 2024. He had 33 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and was 14 for 24 from the field. It was just, though, 4 for 13 from downtown. So he's had a lot of points throughout his career against the Detroit Pistons. It's nice. It's really, really good to see. Shock/horror, JJ. I will miss most of the Eagles game. Fly Eagles fly. I'll be in and out during the game. No worries about that. The Beatles. Yeah, one hit after another. I like that. Isn't that really funny? Isn't that funny? I thought that was really funny. I made that up on the fly. Again, it is so hard, like, when the team is doing bad and, like, when you're not, like, I don't want to make it sound bad, but, like, the best way I can put it is, like, when you're not fully locked in and when you're sort of out of it, it's a little bit hard to try to find other terms to come on up with. But hopefully it gets easier. Hopefully this team just starts winning, man. That's all I care about. Lucky for me, I can listen to you on the mobile. That's true. Can. Anybody can listen to me on the mobile. Speaking of listening on the mobile, hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. Be sure to turn on the bell icons, man. Hit those notification bell icons. We got 38 people watching, 41 people watching. Oh, that's awesome. If you are tuning in for the very first time, I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. We got 45 likes. We need 5 more to get to 50. Come on, let's get a 50 burger. I think Tyrese Maxey's going to go up for 50. I really do. I think that Tyrese Maxey has a 50 burger in him today, and we can get 50 likes before he gets 50 points. We have a chance to do something really special. That'd be really, really awesome. So did Paul George re-extend his knee, man? What the heck happened? I don't know. They're showing replays of George getting hurt on that foul. Is he still out there? Yeah, he is. Okay. So he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. I said that he shot the first one. I thought he did, but he did not. First foul shot, he puts it up, and he misses it. Adem Bona will step on in for Gershon Yabusele. And Jared McCain comes back for KJ Martin. All right, come on, baby. Charge! 77-62. Second foul shot is up by PG.
Excellent.
And he makes it, so that makes it 78-62. Philadelphia has the rock. And with 4:59 left to go in the third quarter, Sixers lost the ball, and they'll still have possession, knows it was last touched by the Pistons. Let's go, baby. All right. 4:55 left to go in the third quarter. Harris dribbles it, gives it out over to Jaden Ivey. Ivey downhill, outside. Harris catches, puts up a tray, doink. And it goes into the hands of Jaden Ivey again. Ivey, three-pointer, no good. It trickled out at the very last second. George didn't even think he had the rebound, and he looked down, and it was automatically in his hands. Oubre gets it downhill. He'll reset it back outside over to Paul George. Dribbles with the right hand. Goes down the lane. George mustering through. No. Oubre follows through. Yes! Oh, yes, baby! The tenacity by Kelly Oubre Jr. able to set the roof on fire. 80-62. There's a shot that goes up. Adem Bona blocks it. They wanted a goaltending call. Marcus Sasser did. Refs remain silent. Oubre down the lane. Left-handed floater. Yes! Adem Bona being the spark plug on defense. And Tobias Harris, who got his shot blocked, was the one that was crying. Bona comes up with a block again on Tobias Harris. It goes out of bounds. 2 blocks in a row by Adem Bona. That's why you got to play him. He's actually a center out there, Nick Nurse. Come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is why you got to play Adem Bona. He's showing you every reason why he deserves to be a backup center for Philadelphia. He's really doing a very good job utilizing every single part of that wingspan. Stewart gets the inbound pass, hands it off over to Jaden Ivey, kisses it off the window. Bona says, no, sir, and he grabs the board. McCain catches, puts up a 3, off the mark. It'd be nice to see him trying to get going. Oubre almost had Had a steal on the other side. Fontecchio outside to Sasser. Sasser to Fontecchio for three. Air ball. Goes out of bounds. Sixers basketball. Nice. Nice stuff. That's how you do it. 82 to 62 with 3:15 left to be played in the third quarter. McCain over on the right side, crosses over, goes down the lane. He's at the foul line, step back, foul line, jumper. Easy floater by him. And now the Sixers on the 27 to 10 scoring run in the third quarter. First it was Tyrese Maxey, and now the supporting cast is stepping up, including a Dembona, Paul George, and now Jaron McCain. Defense by the Sixers as the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tyrese Maxey. And Asar Thompson will be the one to inbound it for the Detroit Pistons with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Here we go. Fontecchio gets the inbound pass, hands it off over to Thompson, who's at the top of the key, and he throws it away. It goes out of bounds. Sixers basketball, 10 turnovers by Detroit, and McCain gets the inbound pass. Dribble handoff over to Paul George. George almost lost the ball. Maxey catches, puts up a tray. No good. Stewart rebound once again. 84-62. Thompson outside to Stewart, who catches, puts up a three-pointer. That's way off the mark. Thought he was Steph Curry out there, and he was human. Paul George down the lane, looks outside to Maxey. Three-point shot is up. No. George, rebound, puts it back up, and it's denied and rejected by Stewart. He wanted that so badly. Here we go. Beasley on the other side. Gets the ball up and gets it in. Dembona almost had a piece of it. And just was a little second late, a millisecond late, and a timeout with 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. We're not at the 2-minute warning. That's the wrong sport. There's 2 minutes left to be played in the third quarter as Nick Nurse calls for time. Nice. Nice. Good stuff, man. Let's go, Sixers, says Neil. What's up, man? And guys, if you ever are just tuning into the channel for the first time tonight, I've said this a couple of times, but I will make sure that I keep you all updated. I want to start getting guests on here during halftime shows, because as much as I love, talking on here, I think it would be like really, really cool to try to get other people's perspectives, whether they're athletes, Philadelphia athletes, former athletes, or whoever it is. I have a whole list of people that are obviously within my friend group, but also outside of the friend group that I would love to get on here. Some of them are going to be really tough, but if you guys have any ideas, I'm more than willing to put them down here too. Allen Iverson's on the list. I mean, these are literally any sort of people. Philadelphia media type of people, content creators, and former players / current players. Please let me know if you have any ideas on people that you want to come on play-by-play with JJ during halftime. Let me know down below. McCain will inbound to the Tyrese Maxey. McCain got his first bucket and his first field goal attempt of the ball game in this third quarter. He did not have any field goals or any points in halftime. 84-64 is the score. Maxey has it over at the top of the key. He has to try to throw it. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll get it over at the free throw line, and we have a foul called. He actually had it, and I thought that maybe he took a step first, but he did not. And so he was still able to keep his dribble alive. And that's what happened there. So Stewart is the one that got called for a personal foul. Shot clock resets to 14 seconds. It was at 8. Then Bona gets the inbound pass. He'll hand it off over to Maxey. Bona's going to go downhill. Maxey downhill as well. KJ Martin, three-pointer, no. Maxey rebound, floats it up, and floats it in. Tyrese Maxey stayed with the play, even when KJ Martin was not able to cash in a three. And Maxey says, I want it, and I'm going to try to get the Sixers some more points, and it worked. 86-64. Inside, outside. Sasser, three-pointer, swish. Marcus Sasser, the assassinator, able to knock down his second three. Today is 2 for 2 from downtown, 2 for 5 from the field. 3 dimes, 6 points, no rebounds. Martin off to the races, goes up with a 2. No good, but he's fouled. with 56.4 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The physicality, the tenacity, the acrobatics, and the Sixers doing everything that they can on offense and on defense. This is their most complete game that they've had so far this season, as they're looking for their fourth win in 18 opportunities. 56.4 seconds left to be played. Simone Fontecchio is the one that gets called for the shooting foul. Barrett Brooks, that's a very good one. I'll have to add him to the list. I like Barrett Brooks. I did Jaws. I put Jaws on my list. Ruben, I also have to put him on my list too. Ruben would be a really good one. 87-67 as the first foul shot is up and in. I'm looking forward to the Maxey era Sixers, says J-Rep. You mean the Maxey McCain era? Because that's what I'm looking forward to. Sixers in the bonus. Martin's second foul shot. He puts it up. And puts it in.
Excellent.
55 seconds left to go in quarter number 3. All right, so here we go. Sixers have to play defense. Stewart gets it over at the top of the key. Bone is guarding him. Dribble handoff over to Sasser. Sasser down the lane. Stewart gets the handoff. It's denied by Bona, but a foul called with 38.7 seconds to go. There were about 6 seconds left on the shot clock. And Bona is the one that's guilty for committing the foul. He has to be careful. That's his third personal foul today. So, I want to try to make sure that you're careful there. Where are we? I had extra sound effects. Where are they? There we go. Music. No, it's not what I wanted. I don't know where it is. I'll have to try to find it. First foul shot, that's up and in. Second foul shot, that's up and in too by Isaiah Stewart. So 6 points for him. 2 for 5 he is from the field tonight. McCain gets it over towards the Sixers front court, and he throws it over towards the far corner. Gordon was the intended receiver, and we had a foul called on the floor by the Pistons. 29.9 seconds left to go in the third quarter. It was a foul, and McCain is the one that got fouled by Asar Thompson. It was a personal foul, but nonetheless, because the Sixers are in the bonus, McCain will shoot 2 free throws. He's over at the nail. First foul shot, flicks it up, and it hits the back of the rim. Doink. Simone Fontecchio will sub back in for Asar Thompson. No Lester Quinones in this game so far. Second foul shot by Jared McCain.
Excellent.
That makes it 89-69 with 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 5 seconds separating shot clock from the game clock. Let's get to 50 likes. Here we go. Sasser outside to Beasley. Pump fake. Gives it back out over to Sasser. Sasser outside over towards the far corner. There's a 3-point shot that's up. Doesn't even touch the rim. And a shot clock violation called. That's going to be against Detroit. The Sixers did a really good job at playing really good defense. There's 5.9 seconds left to go. Tyrese Maxey was subbed back in for the Philadelphia 76ers. And Philadelphia will inbound it. It'll be Eric Gordon as the inbounder. About the Sixers defense. They did everything that they could. Maxey back out there. Maxey, Martin, Gordon, McCain, and Council. 89-69 is the score. Gordon inbounds it over to Maxey. Maxey's over at the logo. 3 seconds left to go. Advances into the front court. Catching and shooting is Gordon. 3-point shot. Air ball. And that's going to do it. So the Sixers leave the third quarter and have a 20-point lead. That's the largest lead of any quarter this season by Philadelphia. And they head into the fourth with a 20-point lead. It's 89-69. That is the score. I will be right back in just a few moments, okay? I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you very, very, very soon. It's trivia time. It is trivia time. I'm going to ask you a 76ers trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. All right. So I'm going to tell you a record, okay? A season record that the Sixers had once upon a time. And you're going to have to guess the year that they had that record, okay? So that's how this is going to work. I'm going to give you, you'll have to give me like the dash and the year. So like it could be 1963-64, right? That's how this works. So give me the year that the Sixers had a 58-24 record. What year am I thinking of? The Sixers had a 58-24 record during the blank-blank season. Give me years. 89-69 is the score. Sixers lead it by 20 as the fourth frame is underway. George subs in for Tyrese Maxey. 68-69. It's not the one I'm thinking of. Ricky Council back outside over to Gordon. Gordon goes down the lane. Gordon floats it up. Thought he was fouled. He was not. KJ Martin goes up for two. On the other side, no good. And a shot clock violation. 63-64. Ryan's always on here for these trivia questions. This is why we're going to get guests on here as well. 2021. 2002 to 2003. Nope, that's not the one I'm thinking of. Three-point shot is up, and that's no good as well by the Pistons. What year did the Philadelphia 76ers go 58-24? Council buzzing his way through on the other side for Philadelphia. He gets fouled. He'll head over to the foul line and shoot 2 free throws. What year did the Philadelphia 76ers go 58-24? 58-24 was the record. 1999 to 2000. Nope. You're a little bit closer. You're still not close, though. That makes sense. It's not recent. First foul shot is up and in. Second foul shot by Council. Good.
Excellent.
All right, so Philadelphia leads it by 22 points. 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Sixers come away with a steal. McCain over on the other side. Step back three-pointer. No good. Oh, I thought he had it. And the basketball god said no. All right, so 10:40 left to be played in the fourth quarter. Pistons have the ball. There's a shot that goes up, and that's good. Ball George tried to contest it. And Sasser, or Holland, the second, is the one that made it. 97-98. No. 2000 to 2001. It's not the one that I was thinking of. Not the one that I was thinking of. A couple more guesses. It's a little bit earlier than 1997. It's earlier. Ball gets stolen away by Sasser, and Sasser goes downhill, puts it up, and puts it in. Not a good inbound pass by the Sixers. Council will give it up over to Jared McCain. The 1982 to 1983 season, you are so close. Here we go. George down the lane. Goes up with a floater inside. He puts it up and in. PG on a mission. Let's go. See the Paul George is in the chat, man. 10 minutes left to be played in quarter number 4. Sixers have a 20-point lead. That's their largest lead coming into a quarter. And we have a travel called. It's a turnover on Detroit. 82 to 83. Scott says 93 to 94. Nope. And nope. The Philadelphia 76ers were 58 and 24 and finished second in their division in 1981 to 1982. George, step back, two-pointer, no good. Outlet pass from the Pistons over to Duran. Goes up for two, no good. And we have another, actually it was Duran who went up with a shot, and then it was Wendell Moore Jr. who tried to go up for a follow-through, and he couldn't get it to go. Went out of bounds, and it was last touched by the Sixers. 1981 to 1982 season was the season where the Sixers went 58 and 24. That was the one that I was thinking of. It was their 33rd season in the NBA. That was the 33rd season of the NBA and the 19th season for Philadelphia. Here we go. McCain steps back, goes downhill, puts it up, and scoops it up and in. He just took it all the way towards the cup. 95-73. Almost doesn't count, my friend. But yes, in this case it does. Sasser with a little dribble handoff again over towards Asar Thompson. Sasser gets it back. Top of the key, it's Wendell Moore Jr. There's a step back three-pointer. That's no good by Ronald Holland II. And Jared McKean gets called for a loose ball foul. JJ, what's your prize? My prize is that we're getting a wireless microphone for when we vlog more, which I'm really, really excited about. And that's going to be really cool, which means I'm going to do more content because I bought that and I forced myself to do that. So now there's no excuse. So I'm excited about that. It is a professional wireless microphone. Beasley, three-pointer, and Ricky Council the fourth gets called for the shooting foul. And it'll be 3 free throws coming up. Come on, Ricky. You're better than that, man. You got to know how to close out. That's just basketball 101. Can't do that. Got to close out better and can't lean in to the offensive player like he did. JJ rode into town with a road product. I like what you did there. I don't even think that you even intended to do that. But yeah, it is a Rode product. We got a wireless microphone that is Rode. R-O-D-E. PG's a plus 31. Damn, says the dude. First foul shot is good. Second foul shot is good too by Malik Beasley. He was a very good foul shooter last year. 95-75. Third foul shot. That's good as well. And the lead is down to 19 for Philadelphia. So Malik Beasley goes 3 for 3 from the foul line. George over on the far side gets fouled by Wendell Moore Jr. And that is the third foul initiated on Detroit. I did. They make great mics. They do. They really do. They are great. And I'm excited to actually be able to use them. They're going to be really awesome. And I think that it'll be great to actually utilize them more and more. Here we go. KJ Martin will pass it over to Paul George, who's at the top of the key. He wants to cross on over. He lost the ball for a second. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball goes over towards the backcourt, and it goes out of bounds. Paul George knew that if he picked it up, he would probably get a backcourt violation, and instead he tried to tip it out of the hands of Fontecchio, but there was a backcourt violation called instead because he did touch it. Probably shouldn't have just touched that, but I guess that he probably wanted to, because any way you look at it, Detroit could have possibly scored there. So you don't want them to score on a fast break. You want them to try to score when everybody else is out there. 8:15 left to be played in the fourth quarter. Fontecchio down the hill, goes up for a 2, and we have a foul called on the follow-through as Asar Thompson tried to throw the house down, and we have some free throws coming on up. They do. They make really, really good mics. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. 8:08 left to be played in the fourth quarter. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's do it. And I want us to get to 4,700 subscribers. Fontecchio catches, lets it fly. Three-pointer, no good. Maxey, board. Outlet pass over to KJ Martin. Martin goes downhill. Martin solos it, throws it up, and throws it in. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left to be played in the fourth quarter. Fontecchio over outside the Beasley. There's Wendell Moore Jr. who gets fouled by Ricky Council the fourth. That's like his second personal foul in the matter of just less than a minute. Maybe a little bit more than a minute, though. But the Sixers just cannot keep they cannot take their foot off the gas pedal. I'm getting so distracted by looking at chat. Nobody's even typing. I'm just looking at chat. Don't know why. First foul shot is good. That makes it 97 to a 77. Wendell Moore Jr. This is a guy who is 23 years old. He went to Duke and was drafted back in 2022. Second free throw. That's good by Wendell Moore Jr. And the Pistons have put up 9 points in the fourth quarter. Sixers have put up 10. There's Tyrese Maxey, who went off in the third quarter. He goes down the lane, scoops it up, and scores for Philadelphia. A 21-point lead for the Philadelphia 76ers, and Tyrese Maxey has 24 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds as well. He's 4 for 9 from 3. Fontecchio tries to solo it downhill. He got it as he laid it up with some ballet moves and was able to just get the little soft touch towards the rim. 99-80. 6:50 left to be played in the fourth quarter. Dribble handoff from Maxey to McCain. McCain's three-pointer. Doink. No good. Hit the front of the rim. Here we go. Pistons not wasting any time. KJ Martin blocks it over on the other side. Fontecchio thought he had an open lane, and KJ Martin said, nope. I'm going to swat it away because that's a fly. Get that fly out of here. Maxey outside over to McCain. McCain lost it, but it was last touched by the Detroit Pistons. Get that you-know-what out of here is what KJ Martin said to Simone Fontecchio. I like that. Ballet. Yeah, he did. He tried to perform some ballet, man. Like he was just on his tippy toes, and it's just what it was. We have a timeout called by the Pistons. I wonder if they're going to challenge this because at this point they're down by 19 points, not trying to give anybody ideas. But I'm just curious. They have 2 timeouts left now. On the go with C-Lo. I see you, C-Lo. What is up? What is up? I see somebody, and that is C-Lo. And when I see C-Lo, cheers. Sorry I couldn't call you back, he says. Weekend's been great. Definitely call you tomorrow. You're sorry you didn't call me back. Well, that's okay. That's totally fine. We get busy, man. That's just how it goes. You don't have to apologize. You never have to, C-Lo never has to apologize to JJ, and here's why. You know why, guys? Do you know why CeeLo doesn't ever have to apologize to JJ? Because CeeLo is one of the nicest people that's out there, and what he does is he'll randomly just text you or he'll just call you sometimes just to check up on you. So, like, that to me is what makes somebody really unique and really special, and it shows that they care about you. So you don't even have to apologize because you always check up on me, and I just I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, man. You know, I really do. Scott's also here. I said hi to Scott before, but I saw Scott appear again. Hi, Scott. What's up, Scott? Scott said that he's gonna be in and out of the game tomorrow, but he'll have the game on the phone, which is clutch. I love you too, man. Love you too, man. For sure. We got 6 minutes and 26 seconds left to go. CeeLo is actually going to be our good luck charm tonight because we have never played the Philadelphia 76ers song this year on stream. All three of their wins, we've been away for them. So, actually, one of them I was doing a game on another channel. That was for Philly Tick with RB. Shout out to my boy RB. My buddy Scott. Yes, sir. Yes, so CeeLo doesn't ever have to apologize to play-by-play with JJ because he's one of the nicest people that you're ever going to meet on here. If you guys want to become a content creator and you meet this guy CeeLo, I'm telling you, he's like one of the nicest people, if not the nicest person that you're going to meet on here. There's some awesome people, don't get me wrong, but this guy goes out of his way, and if he cares about you, that's just what he does. Maxey tries to step back, and he almost thought about putting up a three, lost it in the backcourt, and we have a backcourt violation, and that's going to go against Tyrese Maxey. Now we're back into the play-by-play. So, yes, that's how we transition. That was a really nice sequence of events. I just like how, you know, they're in commercial break, and then it's like when they're back on, they're back on. They don't waste any time. So it doesn't really give me any sort of time to set everything back up. We have a whistle called, and that's going to go against the Sixers. There is a foul. That's before the shooting. And the Pistons are now in the bonus. That's the bad news for the Sixers. The foul was called on KJ Martin. CeeLo, do you have any sort of guest ideas? Guests that we should try to get on play-by-play with JJ during halftime of Sixers games? I'd love to get you on sometime. But I'm just thinking of, like, celebrities or Philly sports personalities or former players. If you have any ideas, comment down below. 99-81, first foul shot, no good. Second foul shot, that's good. And that makes it 99-81. So it was 99-80, excuse me. So Paul Reed makes his second free throw. That's the guy who was fouled. Tyrese Maxey steps back, puts up a tray, and he knocks it down. It's been the Tyrese Maxey epilogue. 24 points, making now 27 as he threw down a bomb from very, very deep. 5:48 left to be played. Maxey 5 for 10 from 3. Pistons turn it over. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Detroit. And Jared McCain will be the guy who is going to throw it in for the Sixers as they'll inbound it over to Oubre. Oubre gives it back over to Tyrese Maxey. 5:35 left to be played in the fourth quarter. Maxey steps back again, goes down the lane, puts it up, can't put it in. And Sasser's the one that gets the rebound. Sasser, three-pointer, over McCain. In and out it goes. Oubre, long rebound. Skip pass over to Maxey. Maxey has McCain right behind him. Jared McCain behind the back dribble moves. Kicks it back over to KJ Martin. Martin to Oubre, three-pointer, short. And no good as well. Is there an update on Andre Drummond? Nope, there is not an update. I know that he's not going to return for the rest of the ball game if that wasn't inevitable. Now it is. 5:09 left to be played in the fourth quarter. No injury update. I'm sure that we'll try to hear those types of questions to Nick Nurse. There's Cade Cunningham over on the sideline. He's the star player for the Detroit Pistons. Did not play in the first game against the Philadelphia 76ers and is not playing in this match either. Please drop the link down below in the chat. Yes, sir. Drop that link, CeeLo. You know what to do. 102-81 is the score with 5:03 left to go. Ronald Holland II is the one that stepped out of bounds, and there's a turnover. There was a turnover by Holland and the Sixers as they got it. There's now a jump ball. KJ Martin lost it for a second. Paul Reed got the steal. And now they're going to have a jump ball here. Martin tips it, and it goes into the backcourt. It's stolen, though, by Wendell Moore Jr., who puts it up, and he puts it in. 102 to 83. Is that really counted as a turnover by KJ Martin? I don't really know if that should be the case. It was a jump ball. 4:44 left to go. Maxey steps into the backcourt, but there was a foul called against the Detroit Pistons. 102 to 83 is the score with 4:43 left to go. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. All right, 4:38 left to be played, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Maxey down the lane, puts it up, and an alley-oop pass to Oubre. Look out below. 4:25 left to be played in the fourth quarter. Let's go, baby. 54 points in the paint by the Sixers. And a charge called on Detroit. Let's go, baby. I like this. Oubre was in flight mode, man. I like that a lot. So Tyrese Maxey gets the inbound for the Sixers. A little give and go to KJ Martin. Martin goes downhill, puts it up, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. 4 minutes and 4 seconds left to be played in quarter number 4. There we go. Nice stuff. I think CeeLo left. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Did we get to 50 likes? Did we get to 50 likes, baby? Let's go. Come on. Did we get to 50? We got to 50. Nice. Let's get to 60 now before the end of this game. McCain's going to sub on out. Sixers are going to have another substitution. KJ Martin makes the first foul shot. Second free throw coming on up. Here it is, and that one is good.
Excellent.
KJ Martin has 19 points in this game, guys. 7 for 8 from the field, 6 rebounds and 3 assists. That's a Sixers season. That's a Sixers high for him. So good for KJ. Here we go. Little dribble moves by Wendell Moore Jr. Gets it rejected by Dembona. Puts it back up, though, and he puts it in, and he's fouled. Dembona, man, he has been a man amongst boys here in this game. It's been a breakout game for him. A couple of blocks in this one. I think he also had a steal, and he's only played in 16 minutes, and he's a plus 15. The foul shot's up, and that's good by the Detroit Pistons. They make it now 106 to 86. Wendell Moore Jr. getting some action. 8 points, 3 for 7 from the field, 3 boards, and 1 personal foul. Sixers up by 20. Maxey behind the back dribble moves over at the top of the key. Maxey goes over towards the top of the key, gets the ball stolen, but we have a foul called against the Detroit Pistons, and the Sixers are going to have Tyrese Maxey head to the foul line. They'll try to go for points number 28 and 29. Let's hope that he can try to get into the 30 column. Maxey 11 for 24, shooting-wise from the field. First foul shot, it trickles out. He had 39 points in his last game, and that was only his... That was the 4th time this year where he has had 30 or more points. Also had 32 against the Phoenix Suns, 32 against the Pistons in his first matchup. Second free throw.
Excellent.
3:24 left to be played in the fourth quarter. 28 for Maxey. Reed at the top of the key being guarded by Bona. Here we go. Three-pointer by Moore Jr. No good. Maxey claps for it. Gets the rebound. Goes down over towards the Sixers side as they'll advance the basketball. Wants to try to, bully his defender down low, but we have a timeout called by the Sixers as Maxey signals for a timeout. They get their wish granted, and 3:03 left to be played in the fourth quarter. Maxey gets high fives, and you wonder if that's going to be it for the Sixers starting unit. Don't know, but timeout called by Nick Nurse and Philadelphia. All right, good stuff. Very, very nice. I like that a lot. I think that the sound effects are working. Woo! Charge! Let's go. I like the sound effects. Let's go, 76ers, baby. If you don't like the 76ers, hit the dislike button. If you like the 76ers, hit the thumbs up button. If you like the Sixers tonight, hit the thumbs up button. Let's go. All right, good stuff. 3 more minutes until I get to play the song. Dude, that's so sad that we haven't even played the song once this year. Not once. Not once. Crazy. Paul George is a plus 30 tonight. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. That first half by Paul George was excellent. It was. That was very excellent. I think that Paul George actually had his best Sixers game tonight. And do you know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because he looked like he was not afraid to go to the cup. And he was also willing to pass. He was. He was aggressive when he had to be. And he got his teammates involved. And I think he did a great job tonight. And he fought through some contact as well. Now, he did grab onto that right knee. And I think that they're just going to take him out just for precautionary reasons now. But the lady is in the car park warming up. La, la, la. That's right. Who else? Gershon had played 25 minutes. 7 points for him. It sucks that Drummond had to leave this game, but Adem Bona did what he had to do, man. He did. 4 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks. He was a monster out there on the defensive side. He might be like a Nene. I think that's like a good comparison, or a Clint Capella. Maybe a Clint Capella 2.0. I like that. I like that for his comparisons. I think that that's a really, really good way to look at it. Okay. All right, so let's see. McCain will get the inbound pass, right? Or is that Lester Quinones? That's Lester Quinones, who's out there for the first time. McCain is the one that gets the pass now. McCain over at the elbow, gets it over towards the right side, puts it up, can't put it in, hit the front of the rim, but no good. Lester Quinones is out there. Bona tries to reach and pick a pocket or two from Simone Fontecchio. And instead he gets called for another foul. And I think one more than he's done. What's that, his 5th personal foul? They're going to say that that's his 4th with 2:43 left to go. So we'll have some free throws as both teams are in the bonus. Fontecchio's first foul shot is up, and he gets it to go. McCain with just 5 points in this game. That's the only negative that I have, is that Jared McCain has not played well over these last 3 games. He's at a little bit of a wall. That's for sure. Second foul shot, that's good. It's 107-88. Oh, that sucks. 2:30 left to be played. Quinones down the lane with the headband. He has to try to give it out to somebody. Behind the back bounce pass over to Adem Bona, but we have a violation called against Simone Fontecchio. I think that's a 3-second violation. I don't know. 107-88. Nonetheless, it is a turnover. 2:25 left to be played in the fourth quarter. Got called for traveling. Okay. I don't know. He didn't really look like he picked up his pivot foot, but whatever. Little backdoor pass over to Wendell Moore Jr. He gets it back, and there's another traveling violation called against Wendell Moore, and Paul Reed is the one that handed it off over to him, and another bad play by the Pistons. 2:05 left to be played in the fourth quarter, and the Sixers are sniffing victory. McCain dribbles with the left hand. He's double-teamed, has to throw it over to Council. A young lineup out there for the Sixers. Council heads down the lane, scoops it up, and scoops it in. Ricky Council now 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist as well. Reed outside, 3-point shot. Doink. Council, rebound. As he extends all of his arms to just catch the board. 1:35 left to be played in the fourth quarter. Here we go. Jared McCain taking his defender over to Septa, and it works. He just bullied him down low and was able to just buzz his way through the lane and able to make a nice little layup with 1:20 left to be played. 111-88 is the score. Sixers up by 21 points. And that shot was good. That's why. It was Marcus Sasser again who was able to knock it down. McCain turns it over. Sasser gets the steal, and he lobs it in to himself. So 4 straight points by Marcus Sasser and another turnover by McCain. And I think that they finally found a way to stop this guy, and McCain has sort of slowed up a little bit. McCain throws it away once again. Sasser tips it. McCain tries to guard Quinones, tries to guard Holland the second, who pump faked, and then Sasser scored it again. So it's now 111-94. Here's a 3-point shot by Lester Quinones, and Paul Reed comes up with the loose change. 55 seconds left to go. Sasser outside. Reed, 2-pointer. That's up and good. And now it's only a 15-point lead for the Sixers. They were up by 23, and now are only up by 15. Quinones turns it over again. Paul Reed gets a steal. Fontecchio gets disrupted by Ricky Council the fourth. And we have another whistle called. It'll be Pistons Pistons possession. Dude, the Sixers can just never make it easy, man. But I think that we're still in a comfortable spot. There's a 3-point shot that's up, no good. It was Simone Fontecchio who forced a 3. And Council gets the rebound, and the Sixers are just going to dribble this one out. 25 seconds to go. 13 on the shot clock. Council has it over at the Toyota side. Sasser on him like a tag. Oubre McCain over towards the far side. And he's just going to dribble it out, and the Sixers are going to have a 24-second violation with 13.1 seconds to go, as they are 13 seconds away from getting their first win in a couple of weeks. 10 seconds left to go, and the Pistons will dribble this one out, and the Sixers get their 4th win of the season. Let's go, baby. Oh, let's go. I had to remember where that was. I forgot where that was. Let's go, baby. Go, baby! Nice. I like that a lot. Nice. It's great. Let's go. All right, good stuff. Great. All right, well, that was fun. And now I realize how I have to rework these sound effects onto this thing. I didn't really have to think about playing around with that because this team just kept on losing. So now I know what I got to do better when it comes to closing out these games when they get a W. Yeah, that was fun. That was really nice. That was a nice game. That was nice. I liked. Honestly, they played so well in the first quarter. They did. They played really, really well in that first quarter. That was their most complete quarter that they played. And then things got, they came back down to earth. They didn't have a good second quarter. You figured that the Pistons were going to fight their way back in. Sixers were just going to come back down to earth shooting-wise from three. They were making every single three-pointer in that first quarter. And they came back down to earth. And then Tyrese Maxey scored the first 10 points in that third quarter. And he said, we're not losing. You know what he said? We ain't losing. That's what he said. We ain't losing. That's what he said. There you go. Reese Hoskins said it right there. And that was the difference. Played really well. This was a great game for the Sixers. Now you got to build off of this. Because this was a nice win. This was their best win that they've had all season, by far. This was the best game that they've played all season. And you build off of this, I don't really have too much else to say. I kind of want to end stream a little bit short tonight. Again, though, comment down below if you guys, I'm sorry, I'm distracted by chat. Comment down below which people you want to have on for Sixers halftime shows. Celebrities, whoever it is. And I'm going to put together, I've already made a list, but I will add them to my list. All right, I love you all. I'll catch you all tomorrow. And I will see you for the Eagles. They play at 4:25, and that's a big game. They take on the Baltimore Ravens. That's a really, really big game for me. And it should be a lot of fun. I hope to see you all there. If not, I'll see you back for the next Sixers game on Tuesday. Larry's here. What's going on? Hey, we beat the mighty Pistons. That's a start. Dude, at least we won. We did. We finally won a game, and Jared McCain didn't even go off today. It was just Tyrese Maxey. I'm proud. I'm happy that they actually were able to win a game, and not only win a game, but actually win very calmly. So you got to build off of this. This team, not a fun team to watch. I've vented. I've cried. I've ranted a lot of times, but you know what? Nick Nurse actually listened tonight. He played the younger guys, and even though he was forced to play a Dembona because Andre Drummond was out, it was nice. I thought Paul George played his best Sixers game tonight. He was a plus 30. He was a plus 30 out there on the court. He did everything that he had to do. And Tyrese Maxey was a star again tonight. I'm at the point where I want us to build around Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain. I'm ready to move on from Joel Embiid. I'm still at that point now. I'm there. It's been traumatic, says Larry. It's been traumatic. That's an understatement. I've literally screamed and yelled at this team so many times, and I thought that the Phillies pissed me off. But nope, this team just, this team, you know what happens, man? With these Philly teams, they just have to outdo each other. That's really what it is. I said I was going to get off, and I am going to get off, but, everybody has to outdo each other. The Phillies did really bad. The Sixers are like, you know what? Let me one down to you, from that. So it's nice that Tobias Harris actually lost against the Sixers tonight. That was really cool. Tobias had 5 points. I'm done with Joel too. Yep, I'm done. Yep, get him out of here. I'm done. You had a nice 9 years with us too. It was great while it lasted. You can't stay healthy, and I'm done. I want to rebuild. I want to restart. And McCain and Maxey are the future. That is where I am. I hope Joel proves me wrong, though, when he comes back, if he comes back. But you know what? I'm done. I am. I'm done. That's where I am. Go listen to some of my Sixers rants because I've definitely had a couple of those after games where I was yelling and all that sort of stuff. All right. Sixers said Phillies hold my beater. You guys think that, you know, like, you go to the playoffs and yet you stink it up. Like, let's just do it in the regular season. Let's just get it over with. They're like... Yeah, and then Saquon Barkley's going to rush for 250 yards tomorrow. Watch that happen against the Baltimore Ravens. All right, I love you all to death. I'll catch you all in the next one. I got to get off. I'm tired. But I'll see you guys soon, all right? Comment down below again which guest you want to have on at halftime. And I will see you all soon. Bye. Adios.